Hi, this is Scott West of Alton Toyota Scion. Thanks so much for joining us. Now today I have the privilege of showing you guys the 2013 Scion FRS. In this video we're going to go ahead and take a in-depth look at the FRS, show you guys the exterior features, go over all the interior features, as well as take you guys on a short test drive just to show you how well this vehicle handles on the open road. Now almost every body panel on the Scion FRS is a throwback to an older Toyota sports car. There's a lot of 2000 GT influence. You can see that in the A-pillar and overall profile of the vehicle. There's a little bit of Supra in here if you look around back. And then the overall concept, of course, is the AE86 Hachiroku, that Corolla GTS here known in the States that was sold here in the 80s. Now, you can see that the mirrors here are actually separated from the general A-pillar assembly. That's going to give you a little bit more visibility, also give you a little bit quieter ride, so you really hear the rumble of the exhaust a little bit more than just the outside wind noise. You do see that there is a little A6 logo here, and that's again that's a throwback to the old Hachiroku. Also shows the cylinders going in a horizontally opposed position. That's because this vehicle comes with a version of Subaru's 2-liter boxer engine, and I'll get to that in a moment. But overall the profile is just incredible, and not only is the car visually stunning, it's also exceptional to drive, which we'll do in a minute. But before that, let's go ahead and hop inside and show you the interior. Of course, inside the Scion FRS is where all the magic happens, and Toyota designers didn't disappoint at all when it came to creating one of the most iconic sports cars of our time. Basically, like, everything is just positioned perfectly for the best optimal driving position possible. The 6-speed manual transmission that we have on this car, the shifter is actually, it's very substantial. You're not going to miss a shift in this thing, and partially because the gate is actually so close. I mean, everything is just perfect in this car. Now, there's also no steering wheel controls whatsoever, and that's because Scion engineers, they know that you're going to drive this car first and foremost. You don't need a steering wheel to change the radio station. That's over here. You've got the radio controls right here. And this vehicle that we have today does come with Bluetooth audio, XM radio, FM, AM, CD, along with an iPod hookup. And also, in case anybody was wondering, the Scion FRS also comes equipped with a back seat for some reason. I still haven't quite figured out why. I think it's just for insurance purposes, but you know, while this would be theoretically enough room for, you know, a small child, or maybe like a backpack or something, probably not going to put people back here. But again, it is a 2+2 coupe and does have the back seat. I just don't know why. Now, under the hood of the Scion FRS, you'll find something actually very unique, and that's the fact that this vehicle actually comes equipped with a 2-liter boxer engine instead of a conventional inline 4-cylinder motor. Now, if you're not familiar with the boxer motor, it's a design developed by Subaru that places the engine block as low as possible in the vehicle's chassis with horizontally opposed cylinders. What that's going to do is it's going to give you increased handling, better reliability actually, because in theory at least, the cylinders actually don't go up and down like this. If they're horizontally opposed, they oppose gravity, and they're not working as hard. But nevertheless, the car develops about 200 horsepower, and the fuel economy is pretty good too. In the city, it's 22 miles per gallon. It's estimated 30 miles per gallon on the highway, with a average fuel economy estimate of 25 miles per gallon. Now, first things first, when you get in the FRS, I mean, this is definitely just a driver's car. Now, the shifts are really precise, and this shifter probably has the shortest throws of any other sports car I've driven lately, and you know, it's a really close gate too. So if you miss a shift, don't feel bad. It might take a little bit getting used to. Nevertheless, the seating position couldn't be better. And you know, braking is actually pretty smooth. You know, we're braking right now. Now, I know a lot of you are probably most interested in what this thing sounds like under acceleration. So what you're hearing there in the engine bay is there's kind of a resonator tube in there. And if you would, choose to equip the car with the optional TRD cold air intake, if you get an exhaust, for example, put those parts on, you're really not going to need that resonator because of all the other, sounds that those pieces make. Nevertheless, the even just the stock motor delivers a very sporty, very throaty growl. Again, handling in this car is actually very, very precise. I mean, this is just a point and shoot sports car. Now, part of the flatness of that handling is thanks to a chassis brace under the hood, along with sport tune suspension. Now, the car that this shares a lot of engineering with from Subaru, basically Subaru's version of this car, they say is more tuned towards handling, where this is more tuned basically for to kind of get the car to drift. So the suspension setups on both cars are very similar, but this one is the one that you if you want to hoon this car in a parking lot, the Scion FRS is the one to get. This will still handle just fine around the corners if you're on a 2-lane road, for example. But tell you what, you just can't go wrong with one of these. This is incredible. Now, as far as the stereo that we have today, this unit is the standard display audio system. You can optionally equip it with navigation. Our car does not come with that. Nevertheless, sound out of it is actually quite good. But who needs a stereo when you've got this? Definitely check the FRS out for yourself. I know there's a ton of material on this car. This is probably the billionth video you've watched on it. Nevertheless, we do invite you to come down for a test drive. We are located in Alton, Illinois, 850 Homer Adams Parkway. And if you like the video, go ahead and throw us a thumbs up. We'd really appreciate that. If you're not already subscribed, go ahead and subscribe to our YouTube channel and like us on Facebook. I'm Scott West. Thanks for watching.